delay. Yeah, it's one of those mornings. I'm trying to get everything. I got to get everything set up on on my page. So I'm gonna do like a watch party over there on my personal page. Last night was awful. It was not good. It was very bad. Yeah, it's one of those mornings. I'm trying to get everything. I haven't even had coffee yet, y'all. I haven't even had coffee yet this morning. On my page. I'm trying to turn this down. Okay. Definitely one of those mornings. Definitely one of those mornings. So I was gonna start the watch party on it, and then because I gotta go, I have to go run some errands this morning. I can't believe this. I can't believe this. I cannot believe this. There we go. Here's my review. So I talked to my cousin about it last night. So she was actually, while all the madness was happening last night, she was actually there with me while I was having a whole anxiety meltdown about this freaking man, which is funny because, yeah, it just, my intuition. First of all, I'm going to say this. Anytime your intuition is verbally assaulting you, like, please pay attention to it, because there were so many instances last night. I mean, granted, after everything was done, I blocked him when I got into my apartment. So, that's, that part's smart, to say the least. But, so what happened? So all this week, I had to tune in for this one. Yeah, it's a doozy. So, oh God. I'm trying to figure out how to start it off. Okay, so he set up the date, and we have been talking all week, and I was really excited. So if anybody's on my personal page, I started to keep my I started to make my post friends only now, so they're not public post anymore. But I've been talking about this man all this week because of his voice. Like, I have a thing about New Orleans accents. I've always had a thing about men from New Orleans. So, but yeah, his voice is what was like, it had me and everything. So we got a chance to talk, and then he was just like, I want to see you. What are you doing this weekend? I was like, well, I'm off this weekend. So he's like, all right, well, I'm going to see you Friday night because I'm off Friday. I'm like, okay, cool. And so I'm like, I like plans, okay? I like to know how long I need to get ready. That's just a girl thing, and I just want to say, like, if there's any guy that is out dating and you want to take someone out, take a lot of things into consideration. You should probably take, like, if they have kids, if they need to get a sitter, hey, Wade, if they need to get a sitter, anything of that sort, like, you need to make sure that you take those kind of things into consideration. Like, think about those things. Hey, Chrissy, I can actually see y'all's comments today because I'm at the desk, so I can see what you guys are saying. But take that into consideration if you're going out. Hey, Destiny, if you're going out and you're gonna plan a date, like, actually have a plan. I know, I am a Virgo. How did you know? I am a Virgo. Take that into consideration when you're planning, because it's nice to, have an idea of, like, what we should wear, how long we have to, do Guitar Hero in the living room and stuff. Yes, New Orleans. Yes, yeah, it's him. Yeah, that's what happened. So, I'll take all of that into consideration before you go out. So all this week, he'd been talking about it. We talked on the phone and everything. I'm super excited about Friday. So I'm like, hey, okay, yes, okay, that's why you asked, was I a Virgo? Yes, that makes you a big time planner. Very, 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 very much so. So it's not, I literally, and I know it sounds so funny, but, like, if you look here, like, I literally have, like, a to-do. Like, these are all things like planners. Like, My life is a planner. My life is literally a planner. Like I get up, even at work, I got like my calendar is full of like stuff that I need to do throughout my day. It's crazy. But yeah, so I just wanted to know where we were going, how I should get dressed, what I should do. That was it. That was all I wanted. You didn't need to tell me a place. Friday came and 7 o'clock, I still didn't know where I was going. I didn't know what movie we were seeing because he picked a movie for the first date. Also, just, like a sidebar, do not pick, I'm a Pisces and I need you to plan. You know what's so funny? He was a Pisces. He was a Pisces. That's funny. So he's like, I got a plan and da-da-da-da. I'm like, okay, all right, you got a plan. I don't think he had a plan at all. Because around 7 o'clock, I still didn't know where I was going. I didn't know how to dress. I didn't know what time. So then he hits me up after I had to like borderline verbally abuse him. Borderline. And then I was like, I had all this anxiety. I really somebody that just really has like anxiety happens to me quickly. Like it's got to be like one of the moments where I have to feel like that. So I can't say like, oh yeah, yes girl. Yes, he was a Pisces. He was a Pisces. I don't, Chrissy, why you know what? I'm tired of you trying to call me out. I don't fuck with Pisces. I don't fuck with Pisces men. Let me state that. I just haven't, them and Gemini men, I usually do not have a good, it's hard because they're very, I don't know how to describe it. Yes, movies, Tannis. I don't do movies on first date. And you don't get a chance to get to know anyone. The only reason why he was allowed to do that because I actually talked on the phone with him this week. That's the only reason. But yeah, they're very everything. Like they put everything in, and it's very like, oh yeah, I'm in it. I'm in it. They're very hot, very quickly, very fast, and yeah, and they're full of emotion and love and just they're really, really, really like very front, and then they fizzle out very, very quickly, and it's very short. Like literally, if you don't get in a relationship with them within the course of a week or two, then you're just yeah. So a lot of the times with me, I need some time to like try to get that bond that you done already created at the front door, and a lot of the times with Pisces and me, I just can't. I've tried a few times. I can't. Okay, so somebody just told me that the live is paused. Okay, give me a sec. Okay, that should be better, right? That should be better, right? I'm hoping that it got you guys all set. Hey, Ashley. Yeah, no, like they usually they fall very quickly with me, and I just it's kind of scary. But yeah, so I still didn't know what I was doing. I called my cousin and I'm like, hey man, this motherfucker acting up. I said he wilding like he like I'm feeling. She's like, I need you to calm down. She's like, you're overthinking everything. You're doing too much. Chill. So when I'm asking him, okay, well, what movie? He basically was like, wanted me to plan it. Then I was already like, you already know how I feel about planning dates. Especially dates that you asked me on. Like, I don't like that. I don't like that crap. So true about Geminis. No, that's actually that's not what I was talking about. That was about Pisces. That wasn't about Geminis. Geminis, the issue that I usually have with them is if anyone has bipolar disorder, this isn't a dig at you. This is not to make a joke about your mental illness at all. But this is the only way that I can describe what it feels like to be in a relationship with them, because the mood changes. Like someone who has bipolar disorder, I totally understand that. But these are people that I'm almost certain do not have bipolar disorder, but they mimic the same behaviors and the tendencies of someone. And that's just been my experience with Gemini men. It's very confusing. So it's like one moment they love you, they care about you, they everything, and then the next minute it's like what the fuck just happened? Like there's a whole fire. They standing over in the fire with the light match and the gasoline looking at you like, this is all of your fault. And then you're like, what the fuck just happened? So that's been my, so I usually stay away from them because I've been trying to work on having like a positive peace in my life. And Geminis, I don't know what it is, but they cause madness and mayhem in my mind. And I don't like that shit at all. So that's the reason I usually just stay clear of them. But my experience with Pisces hasn't been like that. It's just they're way too emotional. They're very charming, and then they just decide to stop. So I don't feel like that's crazy to me. I just feel like that's too much, and I don't like the idea of getting swept up in whirlwinds, because it never ends well, not for me. But so still didn't have any idea. He tells me he's like 50 minutes away. We pick a time for the movie. We pick a movie. He tried to pick the Disney movie, and I was like a movie I would take my daughter to go see. And I was like, yeah, no, I like scary movies. So he didn't want to see Joker. He didn't want to see anything else. So he was like, oh, let's settle for Zombieland. Okay, cool. And that's cool. You know what? I think that's great. You know, that y'all know what you want up front. Virgos know what they want up front too, but it's like you can't have that up front with every single person you come in contact with. And I think that, and I'm not saying I feel like that's like with the Pisces men I've come across, it's like their story is always the same. Like literally they fall head over heels in every single woman that they come in contact with, and then it's over just as quickly. And there's nothing wrong with knowing what you want up front. I know what I want up front, but I know I can't have what I want up front with every single person. Yeah, you know what? I think that's what it is. Geminis are a twin zodiac. My son, he's a Gemini, so you know, I gotta that's my payback. I guess. I don't know. I'm glad you had your, this is providing you, I haven't even got to the story yet. I'm so glad. It's like dramatic effect, apparently. So, he tried to pick a Disney movie, and I was kind of like, no. So we got Zombieland. So I was like, all right, well, what time? Okay, so we got the movie. What time? What theater? He's like, he ain't know that. He wanted me to plan that part too. I'm like, what time? Oh, 9 or 10. What time? 10. So then I'm in my mind, I'm over here like, this motherfucker is trying to push the time as far out as he possibly can, where if he fucks up tonight, I can't re-up on another date. That's what I felt like that's what he was doing. That's what I feel like that's what he was doing. I don't know if that's what the man was doing or not, but that's sure in the hell what it felt like. So he says, okay, so he's like, well, what's the latest time for Zombieland? I'm like, okay, they got a time, 10:50. We could do that. And he's like, okay, cool. I was like, so we picked Star Cinema Grill. Star Cinema Grill is good. That's perfect. All right, cool. So then he lets me know that he's 25 minutes away. Well, initially he let me know he was 50 minutes away. Then he let me know he was 25 minutes late. So I'm like, okay, if he's 25 minutes away, we'll be able to at least get to the movie on time at 10:50. That's cool. So 15 minutes after he sends that text, he sends me a text message that said, I should have had you buy the tickets and I'll pay you back tomorrow. Let me take off my glasses real quick. Excuse me, Negro? Negro what? I didn't say that, but I said some other things that weren't becoming of a Southern lady like myself. I'm mad because I was thinking all this week about how I was going to sit my toto on his face. And I was very excited. And then at that moment, when I saw that text message, my vagina dried up. Tremendously. So we talk on the phone about that text message. Yes, girl. Yes. And then this is the second moment. Oh, yes. Oh, hell no. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, the fuck he did. Yes, he screenshot. It's gonna be in the blog later. Yes, yes he did. Yes he did. Yes, dry. So I called him. And I was like, what? Basically like, what the entire fuck, fam? And then he's like, well, what's the problem? What's the problem? Da, da, da. You gotta ask you feeling, you nervous. So you want to back out. Just tell me you want to back out. I'm like, why are you getting angry? I'm just trying to figure, what is this about? Well, because I'm going to be late because I stopped to get some gas. So I'm going to be later. And I'm like, okay. He's like, well, don't worry about it. The preview's 20 minutes. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, okay. All right. Cool. So, listen, Destiny. I'm gonna tell you, this is why I didn't cancel that. So, I was actually gonna cancel the fucking date. I was gonna cancel the date when I got that fucking text message. I was gonna block him for that text message. However, my cousin suggested, for the culture, for the blog, that I continued to push forward. So that's why. That's the only reason why. It was just to provide a story. And honestly, I know everybody's like, oh, you should have canceled. You should have, there are so many steps. This is your fault, the reason why the date's bad. No. There are some things you need a life lesson on, you need an experience on. I'm also the type of person, because I get tired of men coming in the comments. I get tired of men coming on my blog, in my blog comments, most importantly, telling me, oh, if you don't know how the night would have went, you canceled it early. So I do this, yes, for content, yes, for research, yes, because I want to learn signs and pick up on that shit for the future. And this is also like, look, this is exactly what I did. I didn't demean this man. I didn't belittle this man. I didn't get angry. I didn't get hyped up with this man. I still gave him a platform to be a leader and be a man on a date, and he still dropped the ball. It's like, you can't sit up here and be like, oh, you gave him a chance. You didn't give him a chance. When I tell you, this man had the whole motherfucking floor, the whole opportunity for that night to be something like, and I get it. Some people don't like, I don't do movie dates. And if you pick a movie date for me and I didn't talk to you during that week, or you meet me that day and you pick up a movie date, well, like, first, we wouldn't have, yeah, I didn't have planned. Yeah. No, Shantae, you know what? I'm a bouncer. I usually bounce quick. It depends on what the circumstances are. I had somebody else bothering me to try to take me out last night, and he got blocked quick, as he was just doing too much. It was getting real aggressive. But yeah, I know coochie made me dry. He made the coochie dry. Yeah, but right now, how I'm dating, I really don't need. I don't need to be dating with a wet snatch. Bad things happen. I mean, good bad things happen. Stuff that I don't need, that is not beneficial for me dating and the end goal. So me fucking a dude that just took me out to the movies, that's a bad look anyways. That's a bad look anyways. But yeah, so he didn't plan it. I planned it. He showed up late to the date. We got to the movies. The movies was already closed because we got there at 11:15. And he's shocked and appalled. I'm over there with a smug ass motherfucking look on my face like, I told you so. Like the perfect fucking Virgo I am. I told you so. It's not okay. So this is the thing, and I know some people mean well when they say this to me, but I'm gonna tell you this. That is probably one of the most I don't want to say disrespectful. I don't want to say rude. It's not very kind to ask someone, where are you finding these men? Where did this man come from? How did you get him? I'm gonna tell you like this: the aura that I put out and what I want to attract, it's not this. I do not find these men. I do not go out on a search for these men. A lot of the times they find me. They come to me. So please, whenever you guys are saying stuff like that to people, hey Ron, to people that are dating or out in the dating world, like, keep that into consideration when you say that, because it more or less what it appears, and I know not a lot of people are doing that, but what it feels like is like someone else came into my life, disrupted my peace, and bothered, the energy in my life, and nobody is paying attention to that shit. They're asking me, how did I pick him, or why did I pick him? Like, that was what that's what I want. Yes, I want a motherfucker to beg me for practically a whole fucking week to see me not plan the date, not show up to the date on time, and then when he showed up to the date, oh, y'all are gonna love this. He didn't cut his hair. He didn't shave. His clothes was wrinkled, and you can call me classes all you want to, but I took a shower. You hear me? I mean, granted, last night was Shave My Cat Night Friday. I was going to shave my cat anyways, okay? That was going to happen because it was Friday. That's the night I decide to shave my cat. That's my night. Monday is my mask night. Tuesday is my exfoliation. Wednesday, I didn't do it this week because I pushed it off till Friday. I got wash day Wednesday. Thursday, that's my like my lips thing. That's my derma facial day. And Friday is Shave My Cat Friday. Like, that's my day. So I was gonna shave my cat anyways. Okay, that's all I'm saying. I have my nights that I do my self-care, but last night was my Shave My Cat Friday. And so yes, I don't. This is the thing, Erica. I think like the avoidance, because last night, normal circumstances, he would have been blocked after us not knowing when the date was gonna go on. And I even talked to my cousin. Like, man, no, I'm just gonna block this dude. She was like, you gonna need the contact. I don't know why you do it. I'm like, yeah. So, and then I was thinking to myself, I was like, if anything worse comes to worse, I was like, I can pay for my food and then I can just bounce. Like, it's cool. That's how I was thinking about it. That was my thought process on it. So he shows up to the date unkept. Like, he didn't get ready for a date whatsoever. He just literally got out the bed and he was coming to go see a movie with his homeboy. That's literally how he came. So he tells me that he's 5'7". So I was like, all right, I'll wear just a little bit of a heel. Because I got some monstrous heels, like anybody knows and they've been in my closet. We got some 6-inch stilettos, pumps in the club. Okay, I'm showing my age and shit. Anyways, I got like a nice 3 to 4 inch boot. Last night it was sweater weather. It was sweater weather last night. So, I had a sweater on, I had some jeans, I had my boots on, and I had a jacket. So, makeup. Did my makeup and everything. And yeah, he came looking like a whole homeless person. And then he had the audacity to be shorter than me in the boots. So me putting on the boots, he should have at least had still been taller than me. And then I'm over here calculating, looking at his height, that even if I had worn flats, I still would have been like a little taller than him. My son is taller than him. And that's, okay, it's short man out here. That's cool. That's cool. Short men, usually, a lot of the times in my case, they always have huge ass dicks. So, hey, it's always nice. But, And then the pictures, it's not that he catfished me. I didn't know he wore glasses. All his pictures, he didn't have glasses on in the pictures. And the glasses that he did have on, they were holding on by a piece of tape. Yeah, he was homeless. Sweater weather. Yes. It feels very sweater weather today too. It's real nice today. It feels good. So at the movie theater, he over here. So Star Cinema, if anybody lives like in the Baybrook, Friendswood area, the Star Cinema that's close to my place is in Baybrook Mall. So I think they have 1, 2, I think there's like 3 doors. So there's like 6 doors. This motherfucker grabbed all the doors. I'm just over here like, door 1, door 2, door 3, door 4, door 5, door 6. Him over there cussing. Him looking at his phone. him looking down on the ground. And then finally his eyes met mine. I'm looking like, hi. He's just like, oh, why y'all, why y'all da. And why y'all do that out here? Sir, this Star Cinema. It's not Cinemark. It's not AMC 30. It's Star Cinema. They close the kitchen at a certain time. And so, yeah, Erica, hey, I didn't have a short man clean my clock as well. Thoroughly. Wonderfully. It was, woo. So, I used to be like, no, short motherfuckers, no. I'm short, no. Now, child, out here missing out on getting some magnificent nuts if you do that. But, yeah, so he's over there, and I'm like, just looking at him like I told you so. In my utter Virgo-ness. And so he's like, with the dumb man stance. You know how they stand and they about to say something stupid as fuck, and they standing all bow-legged and shit, rubbing on their stomach. So what you want to do? What you want to do in his accent and everything? Because you know I can't do the New Orleans man accent. I never can. And he's like, so what you want to do, baby? What you want to do? And I'm looking at him like, you playing tonight? This is what? Yeah. Yeah, Erica already on it. She know where this is finna go. No, Tisha, I don't think you can see in the comments on my personal page. That wasn't for you. That was for somebody over there commenting on my personal page. But yes, I did meet him online. I know what you meant. I knew what you meant. I knew what you meant. They consistently say that shit on my personal page, so I had to that was getting on my nerves. And so Dovier, I'm doing a live. Hold on a sec. Dovier, I'm doing a live. I'm gonna call you back on New Orleans because I was okay. My bad. My bad. Dovier is like calling me and it's stopping the live. My bad, y'all. Okay, so where was I? Because now I'm like, so what ended up happening was he's just standing there like, so what you gonna do? What's going on? What you doing? What you wanna do, baby? You wanna head back to the house? I'm looking at him like, no, I don't. Big Mama's hungry. So I'm probably gonna go get something to eat. I was thinking in my mind I was gonna go to Bar Louie. That's my that's my favorite place. So I was thinking, hold on. I was thinking like I was going to go over there and then I was just going to eat and then that was kind of going to be it. That's what I thought I was going to do. So he was just like, oh, where's Bar Louie? And I'm like, it's right there. Like, it's literally right there. So he's just like, all right, we can do that. We can do that. So then we sit down. Oh, this one, the shit got real good as fuck. Y'all ready for this shit? So we sit down and I don't know. I think because I go there and I already know what I want and I've gotten like, it's seldom that I get food from there. Most of the time I get the same drinks. I know how much the drinks cost. And I guess in my mind, like he's looking at the menu like there's no pricing on the menu. And so he's just like being real fidgety. So I'm over here watching him. And so I have this thing like I always get men to do this whenever I'm I ain't over here. That's the one that was interrupted the live, y'all. My best friend. Yeah, so a lot of times I have men there, they were like, oh, you're looking at me. Da-da-da. Like, they just not. And he kept talking with his hands over his mouth. I had to keep moving his hand. So I'm like gently moving his hand. Like, okay, hey, look, I'm still entertaining you. I'm still entertaining you. Like, I'm still talking to you. So he's talking with his hands around us. And I'm like, look, I was like, I like to see what you're saying because you speak real low. So, you know. And then I realized why he put his hands over his fucking mouth. His teeth are fucked up. I'm really mad, y'all. I saved my wash and go for this. Like firecrackers. Gang signs. On here. Anywho, so he's looking at the menu like real like fidgety. And I'm like, interesting. Interesting. So he's like, where the bathroom is? So he goes in the bathroom. So I'm giving my cousin an update. I'm like, bitch, this motherfucker is broke. He ain't got no money. I gotta pay. I said, man, I'm finna pay for my drink. I'm finna catch the Uber. I'm finna go home. I'm finna play with my 9-inch dildo. And then I'm gonna go to bed. And then she's just like, what's going on? What happened? Like, what did... I said, man, he ain't got no money. He ain't got no money for this date. I said, he being real weird and fidgety at the menu. She goes, oh, God, no. And so then he come back, so I had to start talking to her. So the Astros were playing last night. They had the screen up. We got to catch the last part of the Astros game. It was very hard not to laugh at this man. I tried, and it was so bad. I did laugh at him eventually, and it was at the end of the fucking day. Like, I was literally just, and he's like, he just looking at me when I tell you I'm like full blown, hysterically dying, laughing, crying, laughing. He's like, what the? Like, I know he was probably like, I don't give a fuck what he thought. I know he's like, this bitch is crazy as fuck. This whole crazy. Yeah, yes, Pornhub and chill. Last night, on that shit last night. So, he comes back and he sits down, so he's just like, I don't know what to get, and I didn't want nothing to hear that I like. And I'm like, ain't nothing on that menu that you like? And he's like, no, I do, burgers. I eat burgers. And I'm just over here like, so the waiter comes over, hey guys, da, da, da. He was super nice, super cool. Hey guys, how's it going? Da, 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 da. And I was like, yeah, he's like, do you guys know what you want? I was like, martini. I always get the dirty martini. They got the blue cheese olives. And so he's like, what about you? He goes, well, no. So he tells me, like, only thing I drink the good shit, Hennessy. Anybody that drinks Hennessy. Anyways. And so the guy was like, okay, well, you like Hennessy? I can make some suggestions that's kind of close. So he suggests a drink that had Cavassier in it. He tells him that it has Cavassier in it. Okay, cool. It's got Cavassier. So he's like, all right, I'll order that because you suggested it. So the drinks come out. I'm drinking my drink. He's drinking his. I was like, what you think of the drink? He's like, oh, this is good. So he was just like, yeah, I'm driving tonight. So, I can only have one drink. I was like, okay. Yeah, he had to go to the bathroom and get that lie together. And that is the best he came up with. That was what he came up with. And so, he get nachos and he asked them don't put any onions on it. The nachos I got, I just didn't want to, they put radishes on it for whatever reason. That's not very nacho-y to me. So I was like, no radishes, please. Everything else, just put extra jalapenos. Yes! James, that's all I got, James. Jerome. Like, literally Jerome. That was last night. But short. Yes. Tony. And you know what's so bad? It's like when there's men that actually date right, but they just come in contact with like the wrong women, and then they hear my stories, they be like, oh shit, like, really? Because there's so many ways. Yes, that's exactly how he talked. But imagine that, because I'm not very good at New Orleans accents, y'all. So imagine that, but with a New Orleans accent. I don't know, like, the stuff that I'm saying, because I don't know how to do the accents. I'm not very good at that kind of thing. I know how to do, other shit. But, yeah. I know it sucks, like, when men, they be like, did he really do that? Yes. Yes, he really did it. Let me tell you something. I wouldn't just sit up here. I'm not that great of a storyteller. Like, I'm good at telling stories about my shit and about other shit that I've seen. But I just can't. I'm not good at just concocting random thoughts from my head. Like, I've never been that type. Yeah. And so, she said he went to the bathroom to check his account. Oh, damn it. Probably so. And so, we're eating. He doesn't talk the whole entire time. So I was just like saying a bunch of random shit just to see if he was paying attention. And he was just like, I was like, well, what are you doing Sunday? And he kept hitting around to like, oh, I'm going to see you tomorrow. We're going to hang out all day tomorrow. I don't know what the fuck he thought was finna happen. And so he was just like, yeah, I'm gonna see you tomorrow. I was like, what are you doing Sunday? He's like, well, I'm going to church. And he's like, what about you? What you doing? I was like, well, I was going to get up, go to the farmer's market, masturbate for 2 hours. I bought this dildo on Amazon. It's like 9.5 inches long, and it is phenomenal. And he was like, oh yeah, that's what's up. And then he not even paying fucking attention to me at all. And I'm just looking like, you ain't hear nothing I just said, did you? He goes, I heard you. Then he got offended and mad that I had asked him to repeat what the fuck I just said. And he was just like, I'm listening. Why you doing all this extra stuff tonight? You nervous? You nervous? And I'm like, no, Negro. You're nervous. You're nervous, Negro. You nervous about this bill because I can already see the the sweat stains on your pits right now. Like you are sweating so fucking hard. I'm like, who? And I know he's over there like, man, please don't let this fat bitch order nothing else. Please let this fat bitch just have that one drink and then one nachos. Please don't let this fat bitch order dessert or another motherfucking drink. Please let this fat bitch only order this. Like, I know that's what was going through that man's mind. Like, please don't let this fat bitch order nothing. I know he was like, y'all know that meme of like the person counting and everything. I know that's what he was like doing. But in my mind, I was like, I'm paying. Okay, so Samantha asked, does he work? So this is what he told me. He told me he's a masseuse. That's his career. That's what he went to school for. That's what he does. Then he said he was a manager for Papa John's, but he's never at Papa John's. I was like, I don't know too many managers that just do Papa John's and they a manager at Papa John's part-time. Anywho, I digress. So I didn't ask any deeper questions. Samantha like, that's it. All right. That's it. Yeah, that's what he said. That's what he said. So y'all ask us not to be discriminatory. No, he don't even work in massage envy. I would have been, yes, basically unemployed. So I would have been perfectly fine, with that. Yes, Chrissy, that's the one. That's the one, Chrissy. But yeah, I was just like, interesting. So, I know he was just begging and hoping and praying that I wouldn't order any more food. I didn't, just to say, I wasn't hungry, so that's why I didn't order any more food. So, so the waiter, he comes back and he, talking and everything. So, the best part. I'm gonna say that for a minute, cause I gotta say this for the end part, cause this gonna make everything come together. It's come together. So the waiter brings the bill out. So this is when I start to see the sweat form on his forehead. It's cold up in there. I'm over here like, At this moment, my vagina is just dry and she's having a talk with me like, this is what we doing? This what we doing? For this fucking, I know you doing this for this blog hoe. This ain't for me. This ain't for me. Like, I know that's what she was saying. I just feel like my vagina is a very aggressive, ratchet bitch. I just feel like that's what it is. I honestly cringe because I was the guy who didn't have enough money for one date in the past, and I got torn a new asshole by my date rightfully. I never ever repeated that decision to risk not having money again. I feel sorry for him, and I want to scream at him at the same time. You know what's funny, Tony? I handled that because I did in a roundabout way. I'm not gonna rip you no new asshole. That means I would have to care. Like, I have to be deeply invested in you. One issue that I had with my ex, Nate, one issue I had with him was that he was living his life a lie. And the type of people that I have in my life, my friends, they hold me accountable for shit. When I'm doing shit that they know good damn well I ain't got no business doing, when I'm living my life in a way that is like not productive for my growth, for my life, for my children, like as an example for my children, they call me out on that shit. I don't have people around me in my life that are yes people. I do not have people in my life that condone me doing fuckery and not, being the best person that I can be. That's why those people have been in my life for so fucking long. And it's because I need people in my life, and if I care about you and I love you and I'm in a relationship with you, we're a team. We're a partnership. You're my teammate. the one moment that you over here fucking up, you causing a whole team. Everything gonna be off track. I don't have any time for you to sit up here like to get yourself together, go through your childhood traumas. If you're not willing to work on that shit yourself, it's no need. But you shouldn't be out dating. You shouldn't be out trying to sweat on top of somebody's daughter. If your finances, like I was unemployed. I was unemployed for 3 to 4 months. I didn't have a job. The last thing on my mind was getting my cooter cat wet. That was the last motherfucking thing on my mind. I was trying to get a fucking job so I wouldn't get evicted. I was trying to get a fucking job to make sure my kids were good. The last thing on my fucking mind was fucking some man that was not going to contribute to anything in my household. I don't understand how men can go out, not have any money, be broke as fuck. You got stuff that you need to be concentrating on. Instead of you going out spending money on a chick to try to get some ass, to try to get some pussy, to try to get a piece of her time, you need to take that $50 that you utilize, put that either in some Bitcoin, put that in some goddamn stocks, put that into hiring someone to redo your resume, put that into putting your resume out there to get more money. Take the shit, go to Dollar Tree, buy 50 fucking items, resell the motherfucking shit for twice the price on Amazon. But you know, what the fuck do I know? Just a fat bitch that like nachos. I don't know. There's so many factors. There's so many ways to go out there and make money where you're not out here broke as fuck. You're not out here calculating and counting. And you could be doing other stuff. Like, I'm just... Exactly. If my money ain't right, my vagina is on lock. It's on lock. No, bitch, we got shit to do. We got other stuff to worry about. Cold blue. Like, no, my whole body is like in a whole, like, I couldn't even function, much less think about fucking and unemployed. Madness. Horny and broke, bad combo. Bad combo. Because the funny part about him, he said he had been celibate for 11 months. And then I was dealing, like, there was a couple of moments, like, during the week, I was dealing with his funky ass attitude. And I was like, what the fuck's wrong with you? What the fuck is wrong with you? And he's like, I'm horny. And I was like, that's not my problem that you decided to be celibate. Congrats. Kudos to you, but that's not my problem that's what you wanted to do. Erica says they do it because so many women are willing to sponsor them. Yes, that's exactly why. My cousin told me a very, very, very good point. My guy cousin. He told me the reason why men do fucked up shit to you isn't because of anything that you've done. It's because some other woman let them do it. Or several women have let them do it. That's why. That's why they do that. Yeah. I don't know jail or rehab. I don't get I don't know if he came out of jail. We will never know if that's the reason why he was doing what he was doing. So Bill comes out. He's like, hey, shenanigans. Nah, nigga, he ain't celibate. He can't afford no pussy, and now we know why. Let me tell you something, James. It's a woman out there giving out free pussy. There's women out there giving out free. I mean, I've given out some. Okay. In some way, shape, or form, I've probably, this year alone, I gave out some no strings attached free pussy. Twice this year. And I did that because I just really, they really good. That's the only job they good at, okay? And so I wanted to make sure the job got done well. And so that was the reason for that. So sometimes, sometimes free pussy is given out. That's happened. It's happened before. Cheyenne over here, she want me to love on her, so I gotta rub her. Otherwise, she gonna start growling, and I don't want y'all to hear all that shit, and then I gotta pop her in the head. Not really, but she just be doing the most. But what eventually happened was he was like, he started patting his pants. Like, I don't know what the fuck he was patting up here for, but you know what? Whatever. He was petting. Cheyenne looking at me like, can you go back to petting me? Can you go back to petting me? I'm like, ugh. I'm looking like, I said, here we go. That's it. So then he gets up. He starts searching his jacket. I'm over here like, I was like, everything okay? And he's like, oh man, my wallet's in the car. I'm like, is it? Is it really in the car? Really? The wallet? In the car? I can't make this shit up, y'all. So I'm like, oh, okay. And he's like, well, can you go to the car to get it? And I'm like, okay. And then he was like, I'll go get it. And I'm like, oh, this nigga finna bounce. I said, oh. So I'm telling my cousin while he go to the car. I'm like, hey. I said, this nigga finna bounce on this goddamn ticket. I said, I gotta pay for the ticket tonight. And so she's like, oh, hell no, no, trash. I'm like, no, it's cool. I said, it's cool. I said, I'm gonna get it back. If that's the case, I was like, something like this happened, I'm gonna get it back. Tony's screaming, no, yes, that's exactly what the fuck happened. So 10 minutes go by, he come back with the wallet, and he's sitting down. He's like, oh, I'm sorry. And I'm just over there looking. I was like, no, it's cool. Over there scraping my food in the plate because the waiter brought me, a box and everything. And so, you know what would have been funny? He left it in the car. How is he going to pay for the movie? No, don't you send me no money. Don't be here. It's like, bitch, I already got the Cash App open. I'm finna pay you back now. You getting that money back now. No, you don't have to worry about that. So I'm just sitting over here looking. I'm like, So he put the money on the table. I even offered while he was petting, before he went over, I even offered to pay for my food. No, he never intended on going to the movie. What he thought was going to happen, he thought we were going to be late for the movie. There wasn't going to be a movie. And then I was going to bounce on his dick later. That's what he thought. No, it doesn't work like that. Nice try. But yeah, I don't know what the fuck he was thinking. But I was like, I even offered to pay for my food. I was like, I'll pay. And then he had the audacity, the unmitigated gall to be offended and mad and angry. And I was just over here like, you getting real mad. I was like, why are you upset? I'm a man. I'm a man. I don't do that. No. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I promise I'll leave it up if you want to watch the rest of it later. I was like, you're a man. Okay. Man. So he puts the money on the table. I'm trying to look. It's cash. I'm trying to look to make sure he didn't tip that boy right. So he of course, he grabs my elbow and he's bringing me on the other side of the table. So I can't look to see how much he done dropped down there. So we're walking. And he's like, well, what you want to do next, baby? Baby. I'm like, I don't have a problem with paying, but it's just the way he went about it. I personally have a problem with paying when you have bothered me to go out on the date. Like, you ask me, you pay. That's it. That's all. That's it. And so, don't Pierre, you're such a fucking mess. And so I'm like, okay. So we're walking. He's like, well, what you want to do now? By then, I think it's like, I want to say it's like midnight. And so I was like, well, we can walk around because Baybrook's got like this outside area. I said, we can walk around and talk, still offering to give you another chance to redeem yourself on the night. So we're walking. I'm going to take it to the house. That's what's next. Yes, cousin. This is my day from last night, cousin. Yeah, it would need to be established. Yeah. And so we're walking, and then the waiter comes outside. The waiter even, and this is why I'm going back. So I'm waiting till Bar Louie opens in a little bit. And I'm going to find out the gentleman that waited on us last night. Because this gentleman, let me tell you what he did. He even pulled my date to the side and was very, very respectful. And didn't bring his voice, didn't cause a scene, didn't do none of that. He kept it like real professional, like man to man. Pulled him over to the side, was like, hey, basically, you shorted me. So not only did he pay for it in cash, he did not leave our waiter, who was fantastic, a fucking tip, and shorted him on the tab. I used to wait tables. I've had, and I waited tables. If anybody, I know, I stay in what is considered Houston. I stay in the suburban part. It's a little town called Webster. They got another little town that touches right next to it. They got Clear Lake, they got Kemah, they got Seabrook, they got Friendswood. All of them towns, Clear Lake, all of them towns have disgusting, rich, hoity-toity, not rich, but not like Katy, Sugarland, Gated Gates in the Houston, Oaks rich, but they got that Galveston County rich. That is still disrespectful, hoity-toity, with a dripping amount, just a little spit of some racism. So I've waited tables, and a majority of the black people that like to go out to that area that don't have money, they tip terribly. So you already have this thing that's on your back. On your back, oh Lord. I can't with it. This thing on your back already. But they yes, Dovier knows, because Dovier is from here. They got that old money. They got that Galveston County money. It's different. It's not Houston money. It's not Harris. It's not Brazoria County. It's not Houston money. It's Galveston County money. Still money nonetheless. You making maybe possibly six figures. Maybe $500,000. You might be making that. But you're doing okay. But you come and you go to restaurants and stuff like that, and you just mad disrespectful. But that dude, what he could have done, he could have caused a scene. Because you shorted me, now I got to come out of my pocket. He could have caused a scene, but he didn't. He behaved himself quite well. And so I would not have known about it had when he walked back up to me, because I stopped. He pulled him to the side and had him over off to the side. I stopped. I'm over there looking, trying to see what they talking about. And then I saw him go in his wallet and give him more money. So when he got over to me, I didn't say anything. I just kind of looked at him. And I was like, everything good? And he was like, everything fine. But he trying to say, I shorted him. And I looked at him. I was like, how much? What? I said, you did what? And he goes, I didn't short him. I ain't had that much to drink. And then he got that high pitch upsetness. And I'm like, so we get to the car. There was a car seat in the back seat. I'm like, whose car seat is that? He's like, oh, that's my nephew. And then I'm looking at the car. The car's dirty. Now, men, they may have a dirty ass motherfucking house, but the cars are always clean. Women, we're the complete opposite. We're not gonna clean the goddamn car. We're gonna clean the house. Yeah, they got waterfront properties. Those are $2 to $5 million. Those are plenty of those too. Yes, lots of yachts, but Clear Lake as a whole, they got a certain attitude about them anyways. That was the point I was making. But he basically was like, I was like, whose car is this? It's my car. And I'm like, hey Joyce. I'm over here like, no, this ain't your car. So now you don't have a car. I'm pretty sure that's your kid. Or you are living with your sister and you're driving her car. No job, no money, no car. You trying to tell me this dirty ass fucking car is your car? That's what you're trying to tell me. I've met men, they've had dirty, I mean, not like, oh my God, what the fuck, hoarder special 2.0, but their houses aren't clean. Houses aren't clean, but the cars are amazing. Or his girlfriend's, or the baby mama's car, or that's his baby. Either way it go, you don't have any finances to be dating me. Girl, in my early 20s, I talked to a guy who came to see me with 3 little boys that were his nephews. They were his children the whole time. Now the crib shit is everywhere. See, I got men over here like, yeah, my house ain't clean. They like, nope. But my car is always clean. Always. Always clean. Always. Always clean. So I'm over here like, oh my God, he did all of this. He didn't even have to do all of this. And then you had an attitude. Then you was late. Then you stiffed our waiter. Like that. All of the shit happening was all a clusterfuck. But I feel like the worst possible thing was the waiter scenario. That was bad. That was bad. And the fact that you were trying to get me to pay for the movie tickets. And the fact that you didn't plan nothing. I just want to spend some time with you. Don't matter where it's at. I don't know where it's at. It don't matter. Not today. Not tonight. My fucking Jackie Ina palette costs more than this whole fucking day. Yes! Yes, I said that shit. Yes, I said that shit. James said he got a maid. If it wasn't for her, hey. He probably had just let somebody drive it prior to y'all day. I know the fuck you didn't, Mac. No, I don't. Yeah, talking about he had to beg for the car and had to fill it up. Yeah. So this is the part. The nights ended. Yeah, I'll pay you tomorrow for the tickets. That's what he was. That text. So I'm gonna have the blog up about that shit too. About all that, like with the screenshots of the conversation and everything. The last conversation that we had after we left one another, there's like a 15-minute call. I did record that, so I'll have the call on the blog. I'll have the screenshots of the text messages of us going back and forth about it. Last night I'll put that in the blog along with the replay of this and everything. But he's sitting over there basically trying to get a hug, talking about, kissing on me, and because we sat in the car before the departure. So we sat in the car and talked a little bit. And so I'm over there just sitting, and he's just like, you've been all weird tonight, and, I'm here now. I'm here. You've been talking all that hot shit this week. I was like, I ain't talking hot shit to you this week. He's like, well, you talking about you was going, we was going to hug and kiss. And I was like, I don't want to kiss you. I don't want to kiss you. Like, I like every connection that I've had with you where you've had a piece of bind to me this week. All of that. Broken. Gone. And then watching the whole, and I just looked at him. I was like, did you stiff our waiter? High pitched, upset, mad. I'm like, yeah, okay, well, that was when he's like, well, let's just go. And I was like, and I stopped and I asked him, I said, do you need to talk to me about anything? Like what? What you mean? You ain't just asking that just to ask it. You're right. But I'm just giving you an opportunity and giving you the floor that if you need to talk to me about something, that you can talk to me about it. I said it just like that to him. I ain't got nothing to talk about. You got something to talk about? No, I don't. I don't have anything to talk about. All right, then, what you gonna do? You can go upstairs and then I don't know how he got on the subject of going upstairs. I think I said something about, because he has this habit, like when it gets a certain time at night, we'll be talking. And then he'd be like, all right, well, he'll get off the phone and be like, I'm going to do whatever it is he's doing. He's like, then I'm going to call you back. And I'll be like, okay. He don't ever call back. I hear from him the next day. That's usually what happens. So I made a joke and I was like, yeah, you say you're going to call. You probably call me tomorrow. And I don't know what in his mind, he heard me inviting him up to my apartment and asking me, did I have the dogs out? And I'm like, What are you talking about? And he goes, well, are the dogs nice or they mean? And I'm like, what are you talking about? And he's just like, well, I mean, we going up in the house? And I'm like, up in who house? He was like, oh, ain't that what you said? No, that's not what, man, that's it. That's it. So then, hug, say our goodbyes. When I hugged him, I gave him the Christian hug. You know, the hug on the side where it's like some air. It's over here saying they mean. They mean as fuck. They don't like broke men. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. And so I like so I'm like, just like, no, you're not. That's not happening. That's not happening at all. Not happening. And so he's like, they bite like Cujo. Stay out. Yeah, they don't. The crazy part about it is, I think my dogs. My dogs are kind of like the kids. I'm not finna, like, a lot of times when I do have people that come over and they coming over to fuck, I don't let my dogs out the kennel. And I don't like them smelling or connecting with you. If I let them out, okay, so Heather comes over and I don't let them out when Heather comes over, and that's not because I don't trust Heather and da-da-da-da-da. They basically, me, them, and Heather all lived together for months. It's just that they don't know, Heather is literally me to them. And they don't know how to calm the fuck down when she come over. And it get on my goddamn nerves. So even when Heather come over, they be in the kennel. Because they don't know how to fucking act. Like, they don't know how to calm them, so they just be so hyped up. But yeah, he got a homie hug. And then he was like, oh, you gonna hug me like that, like I'm your homeboy? And I'm like, he's like, give me a hug like I'm your man. I'm like, and then I pat him on the head. Oh, you gonna pat me like I'm a dog? Then I pat him harder. Because my head up here, he down here, so I'm... He's like, all right then, Miss Chocolate Baby. Miss Chocolate Baby, you gonna be mine. You gonna be mine, baby. Yeah, you be your man. Yeah, I'm spoil you tonight. We gonna be booed up like Ella May tomorrow. Yes, I pat the fuck out of his head. So you getting hurt. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. I'm just so fucking mad. Just mad. You was being so sensitive. He ain't even know I was helping you. I was helping you because apparently you didn't have a brain injury. And I needed to... Ugh. I'm just so mad. I can't even do shit. So then, like, while all this is happening, and so, you know, the hug, we didn't let go of the hug. And then I looked at him, and he's standing there with that dumb motherfucker stance, like, all bow-legged, rubbing on the stomach, thinking that, you know, we finna take it to the house. He's just standing there. I'm looking at him. I started laughing. Like, just screaming, laughing outside, just laughing. And he just like, this bitch crazy. He's like, what is so funny? I'm like, nothing. I'm laughing because I'm like, this is gonna be a good ass blog. This shit is gonna be good. My cousin is a fucking genius. Cause I've had some bad dates that I've been on. This is the worst date I have ever been on. I didn't have one date. I had to roll this man up in the goddamn car window because this motherfucker didn't know when no means no. I'm done. We done. The night is over. I'm rolling you. I'm rolling my window up. You are in the window. You are in the window. You are in the... You are stuck now in the window. This date was worse than that. I had a man cry on the date because I wouldn't give him a second date. He was crying on the fucking first date. Crying. This date was worse than that. I had a man offer to pay me money for citizenship. So we was gonna pretend to be married. He was gonna pay me. I was gonna be his wife, so he can become an American citizen. And it wasn't enough. It was like $2,500, which I feel like that's not enough at all. Not even a little bit. This date was worse than that. I had a man's wife, very pregnant wife, with their little children show up on a fucking date. While me and the man was on the date. Showed up. The only thing was missing was the goddamn cheaters van. This date was worse than that date. Was worse than that date. Like, and it's like, I remember all of these dates. Every single one of them. That's why I told you to start the fucking blog. Because these stories were getting out of hand. Yeah. Yeah. Somebody's wife with their children that he didn't tell me about. He was single with no children. That is what he told me. Yeah. Yeah. Wait, tell you about which one? The married guy? The married one? Which one? That's because that date was worse than this. That last night's date was worse than that. Not good. Not good. It was not good. It was very bad. It was very bad. So he called and we talked on the phone. You know, I even tried to, he's like, so this what the problem is? This what you upset about? Because the waiter, da-da-da-da. And I was like, look, I'm used to going on dates a certain kind of way. I'm used to be treated a certain type of way. And I was like, he basically was like, he didn't see what the problem was. He didn't see what the issue was. He thought that he was like, oh, you just need to come out and tell me. I ain't never had no woman just talk to me about intuition. And I ain't never had no woman do this. And I'm like, because women just not, they not finna tell you nothing. What they gonna do is they just gonna ghost you. They're not gonna speak to you again. They're not gonna talk to you again. It's not anything about them not telling you stuff. And I'm the only delusional person that you didn't come across. That's not what's happening. That's not what's happening at all. No, you don't have your shit together. And that's, you know what? That's the thing. We don't care that you don't have your shit together. We just don't want you bothering us if you don't have it together. I have children. I have a career now. I have a business I am running. I have other things that take my attention away from me just, I guess, thinking of dating as like an opportunity as a job. He gave me homosexual vibes. Like, you either are living with your sister, you're either living with your baby mother. She's probably more than likely taking care of you. That's what it seems like. And you decided to attempt to try to waste my time. And then try to do some reverse psychology like I was the problem. You didn't even have to do it. Half the shit that happened last night should not have even happened. He should not have even attempted to even try to set up a date. He could have just gone about his business and just did that. That would have been fine. But Destiny, I was living in North Carolina, and I stayed in a military town. So North Carolina is one of those states that if you want to get a divorce, you have to be legally separated for a year before you can actually file for the divorce. So you'll come in contact a lot of the times with a lot of people that are separated because they're just waiting for the 1 year so they can finalize for the divorce. So that he told me was happening. He didn't mention any children, and he damn sure didn't mention that she was pregnant. So we had went on a few dates. We had talked on the phone a lot, not realizing that he had duty, and that's why he was. No, he was actually in the Marines. So the town that I lived in is Jacksonville, North Carolina. That's a military town for, like, you're going to either have Navy or you're going to have Marines there. And so, you know, we went on a few dates and went out. And so we decided this one night, I think we went to, it was like one of those chain restaurants. It was either TGI Friday, Applebee's, or something like that. We go out to there. So we're just sitting over there talking, having a good time. No, Camp Lejeune. Camp Lejeune. And so, oh, your brother was at Camp Lejeune or Cherry Point? And so at some point we're sitting over there talking, holding hands. It's good. He all delectable and shit. And then I hear somebody yelling in the background. I was like, what the hell going on up in here? somebody acting up, and he's just like, yeah, none of that. So we go back to talking. Oh, okay, Cherry Point. Okay, cool. And so I'm like, okay. And then she comes over to the table, screaming, pregnant, got a baby on her hip, holding another baby. Oh, so look, this where your fucking daddy at. You see your daddy over here with this bitch? I'm like, bitch, me? No, his name was James. No, his name was James. But yeah, she's like, your daddy out here with this bitch. And I'm over here like, and she said bitch real hard, like real aggressive like. I was like, and I'm over here looking at, who is this? Who is you? I'm like, who is you? Who? We got a live one. And I'm looking at him like, who is this? And he's like, I'm his fucking wife. Yeah, I kind of figured that. Looked at him. Your wife. I was like, I'm assuming those are your children. These are his kids. I was like, I didn't know you had children. You denying our children? You denying our children? I'm like, again, only thing missing is the goddamn cheaters van. I was like, she's like, I'm gonna beat your ass. You gonna beat whose? Not my ass. Please, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. Please, no. And I'm just over here like, and the babies, that's another thing over here. The babies was crying. And I'm like, and he just like, man, just go. She good. And no, Negro. No, Negro. No, I'm leaving. I'm finna go. I'm going. I didn't know about you, ma'am. I'm sorry. I definitely wouldn't have done all of this. You fucked him? No, didn't even get a chance to. Was finna fuck him that night. That's the fucked up part about it. That's the fucked up part. Every time I'm about to give out some cat, it just, I'm just gonna thank my ancestors for that. Because last night I sure was like, okay, you know what? I know it's Shave Your Cat Friday. And I was gonna give him some cat. The ancestors was like, no, bitch. You ain't finna, not tonight. Let me let all of these skeletons bust out this motherfucking closet. We gonna let these skeletons busted wide open, so you can rethink that whole giving out this cat incident that you was trying to you thought you was finna give out some cat. Not tonight. You ain't giving out no cat tonight. Just, yes, it was Shave My Cat Friday. Y'all want to play. I feel like every night you should set, like, you shouldn't have your self-care on every night. It shouldn't be every night, like doing everything all at one night. So, I spread it out on my self-care nights and stuff. Fridays is Shave Your Cat Friday. And, that's what I was trying to do. But yeah, I'm grateful because there was a point my intuition had kicked in the moment I didn't know where I was going, what time I was going, where I was going, what movie we was going to go see. That's when my intuition kicked in. It was like, no. Only reason was for material. So I do have a good idea because I never had anybody do that with me. So I do want to have like some kind of like where I can get some signs and know the difference. So that's part of the reason why I went through it. I had money to pay for my own tab. I had a way to get home, and I made sure not to, because he was trying to get me to pick a place all the way on his side of town. And I picked a place that was closer just in case some shit pops off. So, yeah. Last night was, it was just a nice, wonderful clusterfuck. So yeah, I try to keep, over here. Let's see. But no, the ancestors be knowing they watch the whole time. Yes. Mine, whoever I have, I need to figure out who they are. Whoever they are, they have, especially like the past 6 months, really been watching over me, like, and coveting me and making sure, like I had amazing blessings in my life. And I feel like I'm more observant on a lot of things and cutting stuff off very quickly, which I'm very, very grateful. Like last night, they gave me an opportunity. They gave me a window. they gave me, intuition to know, hey, this ain't the one. I mean, yes, I went along with it. And I know they was like the whole entire time, like, what the fuck are you doing? I told you. I gave you the dope. The dope right here. I gave you the sign. It was a flyby. There were rockets launching. All of that. I gave you all of that. And you still finna go on this date. Oh, okay. You finna do it for the culture. Oh, it's for the culture. Okay, that's what she done. I'm sick of her. Okay. My ancestors was like, free food and entertainment, no nookie hoe. Yeah. You know what? Yeah. Probably so. So Tony says, ultimately, many men equate having a woman with having status. And they bypass financial stability, self-esteem, and self-respect on the way to presenting themselves to women because they feel without sex and intimacy and love, they aren't men with any value or respect. And it is an epidemic. And I won't even exclude myself from being guilty of that. Hey, the fact that you can admit that's big in the first place. But I do feel like that is something, because literally what you described was my ex. Literally, in a nutshell, my ex. He put on, like, his representative was on for a very long time. When you get to a point in your relationship where you have to, the honeymoon phase is over, you got to get knee deep in the shit. You got to be real with yourself. If you can't be real with your own fucking self, like, I can't be with you. Like, you got shit you need to take care of. You know that you're not able to be a father to any kids you're trying to have with me. You can't barely even be a husband to me. No. Like, you can't do that. If you can't even hold yourself accountable for that, you can't be in a relationship. You can't get any nookie. Not for me anyways, but just, yeah. And she's still fine. Have I ever dated a Libra man? I don't think so. I don't think I've ever dated a Libra man. The men that usually are like magnets, fucking magnets on me, number one, man, Leos. Always Leos. And the bad part about Leos are very bad for me. Because both of us are very alpha, very in your face, but I think at some point, like with Leos, they always have to be the center of attention. You always feel like it's a show, and it gets exhausting sometimes. I like their energy, everything about them. I'm like, I want to absorb Leo men, and they do something amazing to me. But those are usually the ones that are magnets to me. Leos, Gemini men, magnets. Gemini men are the magnets that I don't really like them being magnets to me at all. Tauruses are also magnets towards me, but yeah, Taurus is also, they're hard-headed. They don't listen. And then when they finally listen about some shit, it's too late. I done already walked away, and I'm probably bouncing on some Leo dick. Just as in Hunter, they're good people. Okay, see, and the thing I think, like my mother, and I know Libra men and Libra women are different. I know they're different, but I've never dated a Libra man. Never. Have not. Carlton. We have so much to think about if we decide to date. Yes, it's a lot, because I try to previously, because y'all watched, before I was in a relationship, I was single for a long ass time, and I was trying to figure out, like, I don't know if y'all realized this, before I had gotten to the relationship I was in that I ended earlier this year, I had never been single. I got married when I was in high school. I got married 2 weeks before I graduated high school, and I was with him up until I was like 25, 26 when we separated. I got into another relationship. I was with that man for a year. I was single for 3 months, and then I got into another relationship, and I was with that man for 3 years, and then my ex-husband and I, we finalized our divorce back in 2015. And like on paper, legally married over a decade. I never dated. I never went on dates. I never tried to figure out, like, what do I like? What do I need? What is satisfying for me to make me happy and fulfilled in that? What type of connection do I need to have with a man? I didn't know any of that. So me not being in a relationship for those 3 or 4 years before I met Nate, that was me dating. And that's why I sit up here and I tell people, like, if you're going to go out there and you're going to do that, you rotational date. Like men, I tell them, hey, going on a date. I date. That's what I do. Until I'm exclusive with you, I'm single. I'm a free agent. Free agent. And so sometimes I'll have one or two things. They want me to date them. We on the first date and you want me just to continue to date you. No, not doing that. Not gonna toss that up because you want me to just only date you and then you do some shit like what homeboy did last night. Yeah, I'm not mad at you for continuing the evening. You went in ready to see the truth. It's not like you were in a state of mind to try to make it a relationship. Exactly. Because, the question that I always get, especially like on online dating, they ask you what you're looking for. I learned a long time ago to stop answering that question first. And one of the reasons is because a lot of the times the men that I come in contact with, the ones that are energy vampires, the ones that come to me, not me go to them, the ones that come to me, they're usually wanting to finagle their answer to whatever they see fit. So I tell them, I don't ever answer that question. And they be like, well, why not? You don't know what you want? It's not that I don't know what I want. It's just that I can say this is what I want and this is what I'm looking for, but I don't know if that's you. Only time can tell with that. So I stop having that mindset like, oh, I want companionship. I want this. I want a husband. My end goal, of course, is always marriage. Of course. But I've been married once before. I'm not going to give you the blueprint. I'll give you pointers. I'll give you help on how to get me because I'm complicated. I get it. I know I'm complicated as fuck. And I realize it's going to take a whole lot and you're going to have to do a whole lot of shit to get to me. But the moment that you get to me, it's good. That's the thing. And I think it's like a lot of the times I come in contact with men, they don't want to do all of that. And that's cool. That's cool. We in the microwave phase. We in the hot and ready phase. We in the Little Caesar $5 box. Come get this cat phase. That's what we in. And ain't nothing wrong with that. That's cool. You want to go out with the dude, pay for dinner that night, and then give him some cat at the end of the night, knowing good damn well that he done drove up to the date in his baby mama car, knowing that he had to go sit in the car for 10 minutes to calculate his money, knowing that he didn't have no money, he tried to get you to pay for the date that night, and you still gave him cat at the end of the night. If that's what you want to do, by all means, do you. But that's not having relationship. I realize having my relationships based off of a foundation of sex only, and I don't know you that well. Because the dudes that I tried, that I was only having a sexual connection with, and I tried to have something of substance with them, the moment that they opened their mouth and started talking, I was immediately unattracted to them. Interesting how those things go. Very interesting. Very interesting. She needs to avoid Libras. What I wish you... Man, Carlton, I don't know why you playing. You know I'm trying to get you, boo. I didn't confess. You know what? I'm not gonna confess my attraction for you any longer, because if I do it anymore, it's gonna be borderline. It's gonna be borderline obsessive. So I like Carlton a lot, but Carlton is actually being a man, and he's not ready for me, and that's okay. Yeah. When we want something, we can act right. Destiny. Oh, I don't know. Oh, thanks, Derek. I appreciate that. Whatever God want to put in your life. Hey, I mean, I'm enjoying. I don't. It doesn't bother me being single. It's not really like a bad thing for me. I had a relationship I was in. I mean, y'all read the blog on what happened with him, but I think like I know what it is that I want, and if I find it. If it happens in my life, I'll be good to it. But if it doesn't happen, I'm also in that mind space that I have other things in my life that is perfectly fine, and I'm okay with that too. So that's still something. Carlton. No, the thing with him, I would like to date Carlton, but he's not ready. So whenever he's ready, he knows what to do. I'll just leave it at that. But yeah, so I think Bar Louie is open now. So I'm gonna go up there. I'm gonna go find out who my waiter was last night. Because I'm almost certain that that guy just paid for the dinner and probably gave that guy like a 60 something cent tip, if that. So I'm gonna find out how much the dinner was last night. Find the waiter that waited on us last night, and I'm gonna give him a 50% tip because that's not necessary. He didn't, and then the fact that he even tried to save face for the gentleman, the piece of shit motherfucker last night. I can't even call him a gentleman. The only gentleman that I came in contact with last night was my fucking waiter. The only one. But anywho, I'm gonna go find him so I can make sure that he's, he's good and he's taken care of. I'm just, that's not right. That shit's not right. But I'm gonna take this, put it on the blog. I'll have the stuff for the the phone conversation, and the text messages. I'll put that in the blog. I might post it out this week. It might be next month. Don't get upset with me and ask me a bunch of questions about when am I gonna post it, because I'm trying to get ready for Black Friday. On Amazon and my blog, so I'm trying to get all my stuff, like the boxes that y'all see back there, that's like, and the laundry that I probably gonna stay there for like another week. All of that stuff, like I'm trying to get all that stuff and get that pushed out, because all of my all the Halloween stuff that I put out in August, I sent all my Halloween stuff out in August to sell it on Amazon. I found Party City was running a sale on like kids costumes and stuff, so I bought the kids costumes for like $1, and then I resold them on Amazon for $30 a pop. And so I think that was like, I think it was like 20 costumes. I'm down to like three costumes I think, and I need to go back in and readjust it and drop the money out, so I can drop the amount down so that I can push those out and get those sold before, because this is like the last week that I have to get all that stuff. So I need to make sure I got all my stuff ready and push that out the door for Black Friday and for Christmas, so I can have all that done in time. Once I get all that done, and then I can get started on like New Year's Eve party stuff, Mardi Gras party stuff, Valentine's Day. Gonna start all that like within the next few weeks. So that is what my concentration is gonna be on, trying to get all that stuff. I didn't realize like you can really make some good ass fucking money off of Amazon. Like it's madness. It is madness. Like everybody is literally on Amazon. I don't know. I didn't. Okay, because I was on a date and I was trying to be like not a, you know. I don't think he was fine. He was a white guy. He was okay looking. He wasn't fine, but he was okay. Oh no, it's cool. I'm gonna leave it up. So if you go to the Single in the City htown version, it'll be up. The live will be up there if you missed it or if you're just not joining. So yeah, but yeah. So my concentration is gonna be on that. I need to go and tip the waiter from last night, and then go out and get my stuff ready for the holiday season, which I am so hyped about. I tagged in this video my cousin. I think I had tagged the dildos in here, so if you want to see that. And also whoever, I don't know who, on my last live I put the links for the dildos in there. Whoever bought them, thanks. I mean, I get I'm an affiliate with Amazon, so I get some money, so appreciate that. I was able to get some more goodies. I'll probably do another unboxing. It'll probably be next month. It might be December. I don't know, because I'm still kind of enjoying the purple dildo, the purple pussy eater. Yeah, that's what I call it. Okay, anyways. But I'm gonna cut it short. Last night was exhausting. Thank you guys for sticking on this entire time. Appreciate it. Currently on POF. That's where I met him, on POF. Y'all know that's a dumpster fire. Providing some great content for you guys and some, laughs and everything. So I hope y'all are thoroughly enjoying that. Probably going to take a sabbatical because last night was a little draining. I might need to take a step back. So all the stuff that you guys are going to be seeing over the next few weeks is going to be stuff, because literally I can be on POF for a week and it'll give me months and months of screenshots and content for y'all. It's madness. But I'm gonna get my day started. Gonna get some coffee in my body. Gonna go masturbate, and then I'm gonna go and holla at my boy out at Bar Louie, so I can be able to show my face there in the future. But thanks for jumping on. I hope you guys have a wonderful, productive, non-energy sucking vampire Saturday. I love you very, very much. Be blessed. Bye.